The nose.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let's meet our audience.
I didn't get that joke.
I did.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Thank you for
afternoon.
joining us today. Hello and good afternoon. My name is Jason Woods, and I'm here to talk to you today about St. Mary's Food Bank, and more specifically, the Kids Cafe program. Little information in regards to the need of this program. 1 in 3 Arizona children are living in poverty every single day in the state. 28% of these kids are not getting the meals that they need every single day in this state. St. Mary's saw this need and came up with a program called Kids Cafe. To start off, I'm going to give you a little information about the food bank, a little history. I'm going to tell you how you can take advantage of these programs as well as how you can give back to this wonderful charity. First off, St. Mary's Food Bank was started in 1967 by a gentleman named John Van Hangel. At the time, Van Hangel was working for St. Vincent de Paul as a volunteer, handing out soup and dinners at the shelter downtown Phoenix. A woman came in with her children one evening to get food and told them a story about how during the day she can't find food for her family and has resorted to rummaging through dumpsters behind restaurants to try to find something to eat for her kids. He saw the need. He went to his local parish, happened to be St. Mary's, right downtown across the street from St. Vincent de Paul. The parish gave him $3,000 and the first food bank in the world was born. From this food bank, many programs have evolved over the years. One of the ones I want to talk about today is the Kids Cafe. This program is dedicated to filling the void where government programs leave off. During the school day, children are offered the opportunity to receive a free meal for breakfast and for lunch at the majority of public schools in Arizona. This program is wonderful for children while they're at school during the day, but what happens on the weekends, what happens after school, and what happens during the summer? These kids are left going hungry. So St. Mary's saw this need and created a program called Kids Cafe to try to fill in the void once the school day ends. So now that we know a little bit about the program, I want to try to figure out the first question: how do I take advantage of this? As a needy family, as a needy child, where do I go to get information, and where do I go to get a free meal? First off, contact your local schools, your local churches, your local community centers, boys and girls clubs, libraries. Chances are one of these organizations are going to be offering something for your children after school. You might have to become part of the after-school program to be able to take advantage, but still contact one of these organizations to find out where you can get a free meal for your kids. Secondly, eatwellbewell.org/summerfood. This website was designed and dedicated to show people where they can get free meals during the summer. It's an interactive map. Log onto the website, highlight your area, anywhere in Arizona, and you'll find out where programs are available for your kids during the summertime. Whether it be a school, a church, a library, or even sometimes a park or a bus stop, there's somewhere in your neighborhood that you can get a free meal for your kid during the summer. Thirdly, direct contact. Go to St. Mary's website, firstfoodbank.org, to find out information on any of the programs that they have to offer for your children or for your family. Now that we've understand how we can take advantage, if you do not need these programs, how can you give back? How can you help make sure these programs succeed for the future? First, the easiest way to help any charity is to donate. Go to firstfoodbank.org. They will take donations 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from $1 to $1 million. Take your time, take your energy, and take your effort, and give something back to this program. Secondly, volunteering. Every day, this charity needs help to stuff food boxes and to prepare meals for children. So going again to St. Mary's website, firstfoodbank.org, to find information on how to volunteer your time for this wonderful program. Thirdly, partnership. If you are a school, if you have your church youth group or your church evening ladies union that wants to try to give back to kids in your area that need, contact St. Mary's Food Bank to find out how you could become a sponsor site where they would bring meals to your area and show you how to feed the children that are needy within your community. So now that we've learned how we can donate, we've learned how we can take advantage as a needy family, and we've heard a little history about what this charity does in general, I'd like to open up the floor for some questions and remind you that there are 1 in 3 children in Arizona that are starving and that our kids do need our help. So are there any questions that I can ask? The gentleman in the front.
Now, how do you go about qualifying for these programs?
Well, that's the best thing about St. Mary's. All of the programs are free of charge to any of the children that come to eat. When it comes to the school programs that I talked about earlier, those programs are based on need, and an application does need to be filled out to show that the family does need these programs on a federal level. But when it comes to weekends, after school, or summer, anybody under 18 will receive a free meal at any of the sponsored sites. Are there any other questions? Yes, lady in the back.
How does St. Mary's set the money to fund Kids Cafe?
Well, first off, I bring it back to donations. Most of the money that goes into St. Mary's is given right back to the kids, and that money is used to provide these programs to everybody in Arizona. However, there is something called the Child and Adult Care Food Program that helps to supplement these donations. The federal government will provide reimbursement funds for every meal served to the sponsor site or to the charity to help cover the costs of providing meals for these kids. Are there any other questions? Well, thank you all for coming today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy Sunday schedule to listen to what I have to say. And I hope you all learned something about St. Mary's, and I hope you learned something about Kids Cafe. And I hope you take a moment to see a needy kid and to help, or to give some money back to this charity. Thank you, and have a great afternoon. Maybe we only do two.
Yeah,
Good job, Jason.
leave that one, that was awesome.
That was
Okay.
good.